If you edit interview videos, YouTube videos, or any sort of talking head video, including social media, I've got some tips to speed up your workflow, specifically in Premiere Pro. Hey, my name is Jen. I'm a family filmmaker and photographer, and I'm your guide to adding video services to your business. In this video, I'm going to show you my top 5 shortcuts to editing talking head videos to save you time and, more importantly, your sanity. Because we all know that process can be tedious and frustrating. Like frustrating to the point where you want to do that thing in the movies where they sweep their hand across the desk and just throw everything on the floor all dramatically while they scream to the top of their lungs. Okay, maybe not that tedious. I digress. All right, back to the point. By talking head video, I'm referring to any video where there is somebody speaking directly to the camera, like I am right now. Also, like I mentioned before, this particular video is going to be going over editing techniques in Premiere Pro, although a lot of the other softwares like Final Cut Pro and DaVinci Resolve have similar features. Okay. The first thing, and probably the most annoying thing, and I can say that as somebody who films and edits my own YouTube videos, is cutting out the dead air. All of those times that you had to take a pause. Begin by making sure that you can see the text window. If you do not, hit the window tab up top and scroll down to where it says text, make sure it's checked. Now there's some different options in here. You see transcript, captions, graphics. You're going to want to make sure that you're on the transcript. From there, you're going to see a list of every single audio file that is on your timeline. I'm going to check the ones that I would like it to transcribe, and I'm going to hit the transcribe button. Now, this is going to take a little bit. It's going to analyze the clips. It's going to give me a text transcript of what I said in that particular clip. And you can see that it's finished now, and it has transcribed. So if we take a look at where it has the ellipses, those 3 dots with the parentheses around it, that is going to show up anytime that there is a substantial pause. If I just click on those 3 dots, it's going to highlight that part in the clip. And then I can just hit the delete button, and what the delete button will do is ripple delete it, meaning that it's going to delete that section and it's going to move the rest of the clips over and not leave the gap. Alternatively, if you want an entire sentence gone, you can just highlight that sentence, and again, it will highlight that part in the clip, and you can ripple delete that out as well. If you're anything like me and you record audio on a separate file via a lav mic or external microphone of any sort, you're going to need to, in post-production, sync up that audio file with the original video file so that the mouth that's talking matches the speech, right? So I'm going to show you a quick and effective way in Premiere Pro to do that. So on the timeline, you can see I've already placed the clip I'd like to use, and the blue audio track that's right underneath the video clip is the one that the camera recorded. I'm going to drag my separate audio file that I recorded with my lav mic underneath it, highlight them both, right click, and go to synchronize. Now it's going to ask you what exactly you want to synchronize, and in this case we want to synchronize our audio track channel 1. Once I press it, it's going to take a minute for it to go ahead and synchronize, and now we can listen and see if it worked. Mic Mini, it goes on top of my camera and plugs in. Great, it worked. Now what I like to do is take my razor tool, chop off where they match up, and then I can drag my next audio clip and synchronize that next one. Now, this one, as you can see, it's going to try to process it, and you get an error message. And that error message is telling you that these files do not match. So I'm going to have to figure out what file that audio recording actually matches up with. Okay, so recently I unfortunately filmed an entire YouTube video with my white balance totally different than what my lighting was. And as you know, that can be really hard to fix in post, especially with video. And instead of refilming the entire video and scrapping it, I decided that I was going to try to color correct the film and see where we got. And I was able to do that. However, if I were to start editing the entire thing and chop up all of my clips, taking out that dead air, what's going to happen is if I edit the color attributes on the first clip, it's not just going to automatically do it to the rest, right? If you want to apply the same setting to all of your clips across the board, you can do so quickly and efficiently. After I have the entire thing edited, I would make sure I was on the project panel, click the little piece of, I don't know, it looks like a piece of paper to me, in the corner, and I would do an adjustment layer. It's going to ask me what resolution I want, what frame rate, and match your sequence, which you always do. Just click OK. Your adjustment layer goes over the top of everything. And now, because this section of film was the same exact lighting situation for the whole thing, I am not going to individually color correct any of the clips. I'm only going to work on the adjustment layer because then it will just go over the top of every single clip, makes my life a lot easier. I'm going to make sure that the adjustment layer is highlighted, then I'm going to go into the creative panel, and where it says look, if you hit the caret, it's going to give you a drop down with all of the LUTs. LUTs are basically like presets would be in Lightroom. It is a set way that I want my photos to look. I have made the adjustments within the color panel and it's going to remember that for me. So that LUTs are the same as presets in photography. And what it's going to do is apply it to that adjustment layer. Now I can apply a LUT, but I can also go into the basic correction tab and I can make any other adjustments. It's going to make it to the adjustment layer. But if you know anything about how layers work in Adobe products, the layer that is on top is always the layer that shows first. So the adjustment layer and the changes that I made to the adjustment layer will filter down into each and every clip that is on my timeline. Are you loving these hacks that are going to help you more efficiently edit? If so, please like this video, and in the comments below, leave me a comment with which one is your favorite so far. If you'd like to make some trims to this particular clip, I'm going to show you a few simple ways to do that. The first is the most obvious way. You can go over to your toolbar, find the razor tool, also keyboard shortcut B, and make sure that is highlighted. You can make cuts to your clip wherever you would like, as many as you'd like. The second way is if there is a chunk in the middle I would like to keep, I would listen to this and let's say that I would like this entire chunk just completely gone. What I could do is make sure that my playhead is at the exact spot that I would like it to cut. And then I'm going to use the Q key. It's going to cut where my playhead is, and then it's going to ripple delete, meaning it's going to move the clip all the way over. Anything to the right of my playhead that I want gone, the W key will do the same. So I can hit the W key and now it is gone. And the third way is going to be add edit. Where my playhead is, and I don't have to have the razor tool or anything highlighted, I can hit Command K and it will make a cut. So let's just say I have multiple layers of clips like this and I want to make one cut through the entire thing. And I'm going to put my playhead at the spot where I would like it to cut, and I'm going to do Command Shift K, and that is all of the lines. All right, so music is a hot button topic, and you want to make sure you have royalty-free music. Royalty-free music is when the creator of the song and maybe the singer of the song has given permission for you to use it in your video. Sometimes you can get these for free, but most of the time you might pay a small fee. I personally use Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is a site where I subscribe. It's a yearly cost, and then I can go in and use any of the songs that they have on there, and they have a ton. Now, it's not going to be mainstream music. This is going to be music from artists who are allowing you to use it, and it's normally stuff that you've probably never heard of, but there's still some really, really great choices in there. And the reason you can't just go onto iTunes and grab any song you want and use it in your film is for copyright purposes. Just how in photography, you hate when your clients take your photographs and do crazy things with them, like re-edit them. You don't want to be using somebody else's music. It's a copyright infringement. You don't want to get caught. So be sure you're using royalty-free music. Again, mine is Epidemic Sound. Let me show you their plugin. You're going to want to start within the Adobe app on your desktop or online, and you're going to search for Epidemic Sound. Now mine's already installed, so it says update instead of install, but yours would say install. Once inside of Premiere Pro, you're going to want to go up to the Window menu, go to Extensions, and make sure Epidemic Sound has the check mark by it. The Epidemic Sound panel will appear, and from there you can choose music right inside of Premiere Pro. So let's say that I was listening to this particular song and I liked it, I could hit download and it will import right into my project. No need to go find the song and drag it in. It's already in my project, ready to pull it onto my timeline and use. Now, Epidemic Sound also features sound effects, and I can access any of my saved playlists that I've previously created inside of Epidemic Sound. There you have it, my top 5 editing hacks to help save your time and your sanity in Premiere Pro while you are editing talking head videos. The best way to know how to use these functions is, of course, to practice. What other things are you curious about with Premiere Pro specifically? Leave me a comment if you have any questions that you'd like me to cover in a future video. Before you go, please like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the next video all about being a photographer transitioning into video, and I will see you next time.